Hey, welcome back everyone. This is Uncle Frank and I am not a financial advisor, nor is any of the content to be construed as financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. So let me get this straight. E-Trade, owned by Morgan Stanley, is considering kicking Roaring Kitty off its platform after growing concerns about potential stock manipulation amid his recent purchases of GameStop. This was reported in the Wall Street Journal. So Keith Gill posted a pic of his positions, nothing more. It hasn't even been verified yet. And E-Trade wants him off their platform. All right, I've got some questions. Did you sell him the calls that he bought? If yes, then you took his action, knowing full well the trade could move against you, right? Forgive me, but I have to remind everyone that in January of this year, Morgan Stanley was hit with a $250 million fine for block trading fraud. Because from 2018 through 2021, the bank would quietly divulge news of the impending block trades to hedge funds as a way of lessening its own risk. The result was that sellers would lose millions of dollars on the deal, investigators said. Yeah, I'd like to say that another way. They were alerting their best customers, the hedge funds, about upcoming block trades so they could front run them. You see, that's easy money. I have to add that Citadel was among the hedge funds that got the Morgan Stanley block trading leaks. And of course, Citadel and other hedge funds weren't accused of any wrongdoing. The very next day, mind you, E-Trade was ordered to pay $350,000 over supervisory lapses. FINRA censured and imposed a $350,000 fine on E-Trade, the self-directed trading platform owned by Morgan Stanley, for failing to properly monitor for potentially manipulative trading. So, I think E-Trade should have caught this before today with Keith Gill. Now, Joe Kernan, a full-time hand puppet on CNBC, was outraged today by what Keith Gill did, even though they've yet to verify the post, convinced that something here must be illegal. All Keith may have done is share his positions. Nothing more, nothing less. But I don't remember any outrage from Joe when little Richie Double Chin Greenfield came on the exact same network and put a 1-cent price target on AMC. What about this one? GameStop and AMC shares were halted 38 times on Tuesday. No outrage, no inquiry, no investigation, complete silence. Goldman Sachs was fined $3 million after it mixed up millions of short sale orders as long. The culprit was one missing line of code. FINRA fined Goldman Sachs $3 million for mixing up 60 million short sale orders. Same year, SEC slapped Citadel Securities with $7 million fine to settle short selling regulation charges. The SEC estimated that the firm marked millions of certain short sales as long sales between 2015 and 2020. No outrage, no coverage, complete silence. Does it bother anyone else that a senior employee of Morgan Stanley runs our board of directors? Not sits on our board, leads it. Here he is in the minutes on a Zoom video conference, planning the ape for you. How did that work out? He has a daughter in senior management over at Uniswap. When I reported on that, people laughed at me, ridiculed me, but not after the SBF trial. Do you see any potential conflict of interests here? I've asked in a recent video, can anyone name one thing Phil has done for AMC since he's been on our board? I'm waiting. AMC started off my day with an amazing crime candle to the downside. I put a white arrow there at 423. Then she chased GME up to a high of 570. We got as low as 464 once they regained control. Finished the day at 481, up 48 cents or 11.09%. We just finished the after-hour session at 490, adding 9 cents or 1.87% more. As soon as he saw the spike in the stock prices, Jim Cramer sounds alarm bell, advises investors to take profits as GameStop AMC shares soar. There's nothing there. So Ryan Cohen, who founded the e-commerce business Chewy, one of the largest business of its kind, and AMC, already the largest business of its kind in the world, have no chance. There's nothing there. Ryan is sitting on a huge war chest of cash. He may already have a deal in hand, but all Jim Cramer can think to say is sell. Sell immediately. At the time of this recording, I see only 35,000 shares available to lend and short at a cost to borrow fee of 2.28%. Max Payne remains at 450. Put call ratio 0.3676. Moving to the Reddit sentiment and mention tracker, I've got GME in the first position with 4,385 mentions. That mention change is up 934%. Next, FFIE, NVIDIA, SPY, and then AMC in the fifth position with 462 mentions. That change is up 579%. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, and please remember to hit the like button after this slide if you enjoyed the presentation. Subscribe to the channel and set the alert so you're notified when I have new information to share. See you at the bell.